Hey everyone, it's Nova, and welcome back to The Legend of Korra. Decided to take a quick break in between episode 4 and 5. Was getting a bit hungry, truth be told. And just to kind of take a breather, again, I think deep down I knew Korra wasn't going to really be in any long-lasting harm, but this guy, the main villain so far, he's bad news. And then you got this other guy that was introduced last episode, the Northern Water Tribe representative. He's just so sketchy. Like, I sense a lot of bad things coming down the road because of him. He might not necessarily be a super big antagonist, I guess you could say, but he's got the potential to be a real problem. Like, our main characters have enough to deal with, and then you got this guy being all sleazy and whatnot. And I am looking forward to this next episode, even though from the preview that I saw, it looks like it's going to be lighthearted in nature compared to, the themes of the last two episodes that I saw, 3 and 4. It's still going to be, I think, essential to the plot. Like, I know sometimes people, they look at certain episodes and they go, oh, look, filler. But I think it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen between, the brothers and Korra. Because obviously there's some discord between them. Probably in part to what happened in the previous episode. And probably just in general, their personalities and whatnot. Not to mention, I'm wondering if soon we're gonna run into the issue with the love triangle, whatever, because one brother likes Korra, I don't know. I still feel like in a weird way she does like Mako, even though she hasn't outright said it. It feels like that's the way they're going. And then Mako obviously really likes what was it, Sato's? The industrial guy, the guy that was making all the cars. He clearly likes his daughter, but I don't know, I still feel a little iffy about her too, because it just seemed so coincidental that she would crash into him, and that was like too perfect, for lack of a better word. Anybody could have accidentally hit him with their bike or whatever, but it just so happened that it was this billionaire's daughter, like, I don't know. And I'm not just saying that because it's like, oh, I want to see Korra and Mako ship together. I don't know, something just seems off about her and about that other guy. Like, I want to be wrong for Korra's sake about the Northern Tribe representative, the Northern Water Tribe representative, but I want to be wrong about the girl, especially too. Not just because she's a girl, but at the same time, yeah, because I think that's gonna come into play at some point too, because Korra's gender, like, people might not take her as seriously, or they might be like, oh, they have to protect her, whatnot, even though she's the Avatar. Like, I feel like that might be a storyline that comes up at some point, that Korra might have issues because, that doesn't necessarily mean anything, because there have been avatars in the past who were female, like the Kyoshi warrior one. She was she was an avatar. And then we had Roko, and then we had Aang, and then now we have Korra. So I don't think it's so much that, but I don't know, I feel like that's still an issue in this world to some degree, probably. But yeah, in any event, let me go ahead and get the episode rolling.
Love is in the air. Since Avatar Korra has arrived in Republic City, she's only had eyes for one fella, Mako. The feeling seemed mutual until a fateful accident intervened. Now, Mako's affections have fallen right into the arms of the beautiful Asami. Will love prove to be Korra's most formidable foe yet?
Hold on with this intro? Just, wow, you just left it to no imagination what this episode was going to be about. Holy cow. You didn't even bother to recap what happened last time with all the... Okay. Remember when I said back in, I think, episode 1, where I was complaining about how sometimes, media has a way of spoiling things for you? Like, when I was looking for episodes of this to watch, and when it had the synopsis written down, and I had to stop reading the synopsis because it was basically, I think, spoiling the whole season for me. And then I was talking about too how, like, if you have like certain TV show DVD box sets, and sometimes the thumbnail is like a dead giveaway of what's going to happen in that episode or season. What in the world were they thinking when they did this quote unquote recap? Because none of that happened last episode. If anything, I would have expected a recap of, oh, Korra was scared of the bad guy, and that was, and then the corruption. Oh, my goodness. They literally left no room or doubt about what this episode was going to be about. And then, you have the name of the episode, Spirit of Competition. From the preview we saw last week, it it looked more like it was an issue between, although I did kind of say that I thought that maybe they were going to butt heads because of personality, and I was wondering if they were going to maybe introduce the aspect that she likes him and so forth and whatnot. But holy crap, the Spirit of Competition, that title takes on a whole new meaning. Like, it's definitely double entendre there in regards to the game itself, and now between the lovers. I feel like I'm watching a Midsummer's Night Dream unfold in East Asia, a fantasy East Asian universe. Okay. All right, I'm done. I'm good. We're good.
Okay, come on. Team huddle time.
Yeah.
It's our first match of the tournament tonight. Hey, Asami.
Good morning, sweetie.
Sweetie.
These new uniforms look great.
You look great, champ.
Oh my lord, I can't.
Well, teammates.
Ooh, Korra. There they go. Here we are, all alone in the gym. Just you and me. Two alone people. Together. Alone.
I gotta head back to the air temple to train with Tenzin. See ya.
The fact that I'm watching this before Valentine's Day.
With me here. What do you think of Korra in a girlfriend sort of way?
Oh.
Great. But I think it makes more sense for me to go for Asami.
I was talking about a girlfriend for me.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
No, that's what I thought you meant.
Well,
I don't know, Bo. It doesn't seem like a good idea for you to date Korra.
you just said she was great 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, Korra's a great athlete, an avatar and stuff, but I don't know if she's really girlfriend material.
I'm glad.
Like a pal.
Bro, you're nuts. Korra and I...
Okay, I'm kind of glad the thing actually buffered for a second, because... Oh my god. So he just inadvertently admitted that he actually had been looking at her that way. Here comes the comp. Okay, and here we go. Spirit of competition. In that regard, because he definitely likes Korra. He definitely likes her. And I know I'm pointing this way, and it's going to look like I'm pointing at Mako, when I should be pointing this way, I guess. I don't freaking know. Point I'm trying to say is, yeah, this is going to be an interesting episode. Like, this is not really going to be filler as far as I'm concerned. I know some people hate these kind of episodes where it seems like it's focusing more on the characters and versus the story, but you have to have episodes that sometimes focus on character development and relationships, because then you can kind of understand motives or whatnot in later episodes, you know? Like, say, for instance, let's say, let's just say hypothetically at the end of this episode, all three of them wind up, I don't know, hating each other because of all this lovey-dovey conflict stuff. So then let's say in the following episode you have a more story or serious plot development. And because these three are still, I don't know, like resentful or bitter towards one another, that's going to affect how they rally together to deal with this other issue, you know? Storylines. Not to mention that, you know, a lot of people, like, even before it seemed obvious that Aang and Katara liked each other, you know, you had people that were speculating and trying to ship them and whatnot. And I don't know where I was going with this conversation. I guess what I'm trying to say is this is going to be a good thing down the line, even though it seems like something super minor and unimportant. It's, I think, going to be important later on. I am wondering though who he is going to end up with, because the cliche thing would be for him to end up with our protagonist. I don't know, like, I don't know what it is about this new girl Asami that I'm just not liking. Like, I do still kind of feel iffy about her. Like, she just seems too perfect. And I'm kind of worried that she's going to show her true colors and end up betraying him, or not even just betraying him, but we find out that maybe she's been, like, working with bad guys this whole time or something. But, I don't know. Like, he does have a certain refinement about him. Like, I even said the first time we introduced his character that he reminds me of Zuko. Zuko always had this sort of air about him, you know, even when he was exiled, that he's royalty or whatnot. I'm not saying this guy's royalty, but when he was dressed up and sitting at the restaurant, he just looked like he belonged in that world, you know? And like he said, it made more sense for him to be with Asami, but I don't know. I don't. Where's option C? I guess is what I'm trying to say. Where's option C? Korra's A, Asama's B. Where's option C? Or D even? None of the above. You know, I mean, that's another thing too that I kind of wish these kind of shows got away from. Like, you don't have to always give your main characters a love interest to make them, well, interesting or give them dimensions. I mean, it is nice, like, when all is said and done, that you have your characters, you know, either paired off or they have some kind of purpose or something to do with their lives once the big threat is over with. But I don't know. Like, this guy, I feel bad for him. I have a really strong feeling that he's going to wind up by himself unless they give him a love interest, which, again, yeah, he doesn't really need a love interest. Like, he's a cool dude. Like, if he was a real life person, this is somebody I would hang out with on a normal. Him too, probably, but him especially. So, I don't know. I'm just worried because this is definitely setting up the arena for them all to be at conflict with one another, and I'm not feeling that.
We were really connecting out there in that ring.
Yeah. You know, I feel like the two of us have been connecting really well out of the ring, too.
Sure.
Oh
So
boy,
I was
here we
thinking
go.
we should spend some time together.
We've been spending lots of time together.
I mean, outside of the gym, and not while searching for kidnapped family members or fighting cheat blockers.
I don't know. Asami and I are...
Look, I really like you, and I think we were meant for each other.
What? You don't say that! You just scare the guy off!
I'm really sorry, but...
I know from
I
experience!
just don't feel the same way about you.
Forget I've ever said anything.
Oh,
Congratulations, you were so...
I'm glad you paused. I'm glad you paused. Oh. Oh, Korra. Why am I getting teary-eyed? Oh, Korra. Sweet baby, you don't do that. You scare them off when you do that. Oh, now it's gonna fall apart. So now she's gonna resent her. And then in turn, he's gonna resent his brother. Oh, Lord. I can't. I can't. I know I seem like I'm being super dramatic right now, but you have no idea. That stung. That really stung just now. This whole picture right now is a whole bunch of nope. Just nope. Poor Korra. Oh my goodness, poor Korra. And poor Bolin, because he's going to be crushed once he realizes Korra doesn't look at him that way. And obviously she's hurt because he's saying he doesn't feel that way about her, although I doubt that. I think he's super conflicted that he has feelings for both girls right now. I think the better question is, does he have, like, who is he pulling for more, you know? And he keeps saying, I don't know. I just feel bad. I just feel so bad right now. And I need a drink. I need a drink. Really? You couldn't have tried not to do that in front of her, even?
That's really sweet, but I don't think so. I don't feel very date-worthy.
Are you kidding me? You're the smartest, funniest, toughest, buffest, talentedest, incrediblest girl in the world.
You really feel that way about me?
I felt that way since the moment I saw you. Trust me, I know we're gonna have so much fun together.
You know what?
Oh no, this is bad. This is all sorts of bad. I know he's being, I know, I keep pointing this way and it's gonna look like I'm pointing to the right because of the camera flip, so I should really be pointing to the left. But your left, my right. Point I'm trying to bring up here is this is bad because now I'm kind of worried that he's going to think that she's just going along with it because she's trying to make him jealous. Now, I don't know. Maybe she actually is, but I know the Bolin's being genuine here. He really does like her. So everything he said just now, 100% true. I don't doubt it without a second. And maybe she's sort of warming up to the idea. Maybe. I wouldn't be upset with this. But I'm kind of worried because now you got him kind of looking over his shoulder. He's going to be like, part of me thinks he's going to be having second thoughts about the decision he's made. And part of me is going to be thinking that he's now getting jealous, rightfully so. But getting jealous and he's going to think that she's just doing this to make him, you know? And then he's going to say something in front of Bolin and Bolin's going to be all pissed at him. Oh my goodness. And here I thought there was going to be a lighthearted episode.
It's delicious and totally authentic. I didn't realize how much I missed Water Tribe Grub.
That's great, because this is my favorite joint. See, you love Water Tribe food, I love Water Tribe food. Just another reason
Why are they looking over?
Together.
There are good noodles.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad you paused. I noticed that too. It looked like the group behind
Hey, who's that creepy guy over there that keeps glaring at us?
yeah, what?
That's Tano and the Wolf Bats. The reigning champs, 3 years running. Don't make eye contact.
Too late.
You know,
think you would
if
show her a
you'd
little
like to
more
learn how
respect.
the real pro bends, I could give you some private lessons.
Oh, Lord, no.
Toe-to-toe with me, pretty boy?
He ain't pretty. Look at that chin. He cut rock with that.
I've never seen someone razz Tano like that. You are one of a kind, Korra.
Aww. Please be actually connecting. This will make me feel better about what happened earlier. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't with the bonding right now. Even though this is gross. Korra. Yeah, for real. This is cute though, how they bonding. And here's Prince Zuko 2.0.
What kind of game are you playing?
Oh god, here we go. I
Is that a
called it.
quarterfinal match?
No, I mean with Bolin.
I called.
You got them all in a tiz. You're crazy.
You're a liar.
Hey, Mako! Whoa.
Yeah. Don't get in the middle of that, bro.
Frankly, your head's not in the game. I'm gonna take this one.
Okay. Okay.
Choose Earth.
Bolin goes in for the grapple.
Oh, so that's allowed when you do that. Ooh, ooh.
From midair, knocking Chang to the edge of the
Please win, Bolin.
Another strike from Bolin.
To knock some sense into the other two. Thank you.
That was a close one.
Thank goodness.
Trump's experience tonight.
Please talk this out, guys, because this is ridiculous. Thank you.
Look, sometimes you can be so infuriating. Yes, but I like Asami too. I don't know, things are complicated. Been feeling really confused and
Oh my lord. Okay. Oh no, watch him be behind them. Watch him be behind. Oh no.
Well played, Korra.
Real.
Thanks.
Poor thing.
Come on. Wake up. Taking you home, bro.
Oh.
Call me that. You're not my brother. You're a brother betrayer.
I should be like laughing because he is being a bit silly, but
Is Papu. Papu loves me.
okay, now I'm laughing.
We've got the biggest match of our life.
And Mako plunges into the pool. Can the fire
I kind of don't even care about Mako at this point. I'm more concerned about Bolin. Bolin for the win. There we go. Oh god.
Oh. You boys smell something in here? Wait. Yeah, I know what that is. Yeah, that's a scent of losers.
I hope we see you in the finals. Then we'll see who the losers really are.
Yeah, I'm peeing my pants over here.
That guy's cancer. Absolute cancer.
What? How's it over already?
With a brutal round one knockout, the
Yeah, that's not good.
secure their spot in the finals. I hope the Ferrets know a good doctor because they're gonna need one.
That's not good. Okay. Yeah. So that was an interesting episode. Definitely interesting. And it got to me at some points, I'm not gonna lie. That's probably the most I've reacted to an episode this series so far. Yeah. The subject matter really struck a little too close to home, so I think that's why, in particular, like this episode really surprised me, because I really thought it was gonna go one way, which to some degree it did, but yeah. The fact that I'm watching this a day before Valentine's Day too does not help. But yeah. And I don't have an idea of what the next episode is going to be about, because when I watch these, I don't actually look ahead of time to see what the episode names are. So I'm not spoiled in the slightest. I literally don't know the name of the episode until I immediately start watching it. So I have a feeling that we're going to kind of go back more into the main story. Again, this wasn't filler. As far as I'm concerned, this was not a filler episode. But we're going to go back to the plot about Amon and the conspiracy and the revolution and whatnot. And that shifty guy from the North Water Tribe, like, I still feel like there's something up with him. I don't know in what capacity, but he's going to be a problem for the gang. And you know what? I'm kind of pumped. So let's go ahead and get into the next episode, which you'll see next week, guys. So until then, take care.